that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
Secondary always
and he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
180. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Hey, who the fuck is this?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Winslow.
Let's go, Winslow.
He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run on first down. Winslow. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on. How? Come on, man.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. The pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the gun on third down, Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Murray going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, Winslow. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This one caught by Isabella. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That quarterback is 14 and 15.
The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 33.
I don't understand how the fucking defender is always catching distance away from this nigga, bro.
And he's 4 for 4.
Nobody ever getting in there to disrupt fucking passes.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I'm telling you, bro, he's 15 to 16, and every pass he makes, the defender is trailing. Like, the coverage is fine. It's not a miscommunication. He didn't get, you know, juked or nothing. The fucking Bears,
From
nigga.
the 29, Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Mayfield.
Debo Samuel was the intended receiver.
15 to 17 for 220 fucking yards, bro.
Before
But they only
the game,
scored
they were
twice.
running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route
Thank
tree
you.
and
He
pregame,
finally got to the quarterback. We didn't
defenders
get the
breathing
sack. He
down
still
your
got the
neck.
ball out of his hand.
You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football.
At least we forced it out
Hard
of
to
his
replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10.
Wait a minute, you need to play the Super Bowl?
Following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground.
As long as it takes.
Winslow. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Would you like the rate whistle or the wooden gun?
Just kick him in his fucking dick.
Oh my God, rate whistle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
Best fault.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Hey, Phil, when's the last time you did
being a quarterback in this league? It's tough. It's got to be rare to let him out there.
He has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, I blew it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but
Albert had a great
little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
He said,
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the
Everybody down.
NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Weber. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And that's complete to Cooks.
This dude, he's running backwards when I hit it. And as soon as I hit it, he surges forward 4 yards with 0 momentum and damn near gets
on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Can't hear it.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And that's all about ball control, isn't it?
Shit, man.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Uh-oh, they got the pistol.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Just nothing there again.
Please remind me, how far upfield
we've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The
20 yards now
and the back really in sync.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. This nigga, I'm 10 yards up doing my, he did a stop and then go. This motherfucker burnt him, shook him out his socks, bro, but because my nigga couldn't go around him, he's just standing there running in place.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Peter Baker with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
I feel like I got more than enough equipment, bro.
I think okay, he's the guy in all the commercials.
I think he's doing okay.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another? And especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball.
You know, it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bro.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit.
No, I'm losing. I can't. I threw an interception in the end zone.
Now he's got to
the
probably
first
think
quarter.
about going to
That
the air
fucked
instead
me.
of maybe staying with the ground game.
I missed the field goal. It was just too far.
On 2nd down now.
And I can't stop that quarterback,
And
bro.
able to break one
If
tackle,
I could
but
stop
then
that
quickly
quarterback,
brought
I'd have had a
down.
chance.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Man, I've been doing that. That's been stopping the little run bullshit they've been doing.
But
I can't stop the QB because I can't. I'm trying to put pressure.
They almost feel like he's one
And they
of them.
running this shit out of a. I'm trying, bro. But, and Miles Garrett is flushing them out. He's flushing them, bro. He's making them make a quick play, but every time he puts pressure on the nigga, he just completes the fucking pass.
He literally had somebody do a theme song.
Than that, right? The defense led
That's
the
what I'm
way,
listening to.
but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field.
Right.
So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A
This nigga
total
is
team effort.
hilarious.
I think when it's time to hand out game balls,
I mean, I'm doing a
guys
decent
from
job,
both
bro.
sides
Like I
end up
said,
getting one.
every time I would get to him and rush him,
So for the
every time I were
Bears,
rushing,
you
the
can't ask
secondary
for a
just
better
not
start as
defending,
they
bro.
pitch a
The first
shutout here in
touchdown
the
they got,
opener. And they'll
the
get to
coverage
stay
was
home
solid,
again
but somehow the
next
linebacker
week.
just
Meanwhile,
got
for
toasted
Atlanta,
on fucking
they
zone
go down to
coverage.
defeat here
He steps
in the
up and then
opener.
lets the
And
defender
they'll get a chance to redeem
run past him
themselves
after he
at
bumps him.
home next
And
week.
he just takes off. I'm like, what are you doing?
Thanks
I mean,
for
on man
tuning
coverage,
in, everybody.
rather.
Alongside Charles Davis,
It was
we
a
thank
one-on-one
our
matchup,
entire
bro, and
crew.
he
I'm
bumped
Brandon
him, and
Gordon.
then the
This
receiver
is
just
the
took off
NFL
on him.
on EA Sports.
A tight end, I guess. Shit was crazy. Shit, they only scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's his intro, bro. Yeah.
300 out of 500 touches.
I'm mad this nigga really paid a real artist to make him this song. Yeah, he does. Bro, you just come on, man. Play your game tomorrow.
They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might
Damn,
pass
Rook up to a 77 already.
Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her 1 foul just to tell her it's 1 now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it.
Oh, yeah,
I know
he'll
gotta
be
make
better
everybody
than
feel famous. I don't gotta work no day
Just
shift.
can't work
I don't
that.
gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer
Damn,
calls.
Espo, you lost to the Browns 30-6.
30,000 in the pocket,
Oh.
no change. Okay, I might pass the ball,
Trash.
but this is no game.
Nigga, bomb.
All my girls, they love and hate me the
They
same.
whooped
Okay,
Atlanta
so when I die, I ain't gonna
20
be
to
from old
0.
age. Somebody
Trash.
gonna
That
want
nigga
revenge.
bomb.
Somebody might want it now.
Wow.
Right pocket got
20-0
euros,
trash.
left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Uh-oh.
Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown.
Okay, Mexico City Vikings. MCV. Okay, MCV.
They just built that stadium too.
Yeah, shoot.
Damn it.
got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it.
The fact that you asked that question tells me that's not. Sir.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm living.
Defensive rating is 89. We at 80.
But it's in on down the win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Hey, who's shooting right now?
I am.
Damn, when Jeremy, goddamn.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
What you playing?
You ain't get too bad.
Oh, I bet. Let's get it.
First of the month, I'm a running back. Same day, why I'm a running back. Friday, payday, running back.
All right, y'all. I'm out. Hell yeah, give me some sleep. Hit me up tomorrow when you're ready for that game.